I know this is like fantasy world, Mina, but I go back to Baltimore, Cleveland, the day Deshaun Watson gets hurt. And I was like, finally, you showed that you want to play and you still can play. Now, he's coming off of a shoulder injury, but if he's anywhere close to what they acquired him to be, that's all you need when you have Kevin Stefanski.
The Cleveland Browns finally restructured Amari Cooper's contract, so he has now reported to camp. They locked up Dustin Hopkins for the future. Nick Chubb is progressing in his rehab way faster than expected, and many people truly do have the confidence that Deshaun Watson is healthy and is in the right headspace to dominate in 2024. There's a lot of pieces to this puzzle for the Browns to be successful in the upcoming season, but with training camp finally here and football starting to roll around again, I wanted to talk about everything going on with this team and why I think they are all in. But before I begin, I would really appreciate it if you would drop a like and subscribe. It only takes 5 seconds, plus you can always change your mind. We are now on the road to 40k subscribers, and with your support, I believe we can get there super fast. Alright, so as I said in the intro, the Browns have finally restructured Amari Cooper's contract, ensuring he is ready and committed for the upcoming season. This move was crucial for maintaining stability in the wide receiving core and keeping one of their top offensive weapons happy and motivated. In another significant move that I mentioned, the Browns have locked up kicker Dustin Hopkins for the future. This signing adds a lot of consistency to the special teams unit, which is often overlooked, but a vital part of the game, as we all know with the Cade York situation in years past. And it's interesting that the front office brought him back. Moving on, Deshaun Watson is a major talking point heading into this season. Analysts really are divided on whether he can return to his elite form. While some believe he might struggle, others hold out hope that he can lead the Browns to serious contention. I think a lot of his success will depend on the offensive line and getting off to a fast start, but there is definitely no doubt that his performance basically accounts for 90% of what the Browns will be able to do this season as a team. And with Ken Dorsey as the new offensive coordinator, expect to see some changes in the passing game. The hope is that his concepts will better suit Watson's playing style, potentially leading to that breakthrough season we have all been waiting for. Here's what some of the media has to say about Watson and the offense.
There's two ways that quarterbacks can succeed in the NFL. Either your team does well or you do well. I do not see a 4,900, 5,000 yard passing Deshaun, but his best career in Houston was 11-5. I do see 11-6. Deshaun in Cleveland. I do see the best version as it pertains to winning in Cleveland.
One of the biggest question marks outside of Watson is the status of star running back Nick Chubb. He's been rehabbing from a serious knee injury that sidelined him last season, and while there's no official timeline for his return, social media videos of Chubb working out have got fans excited. His presence or absence will significantly impact the offense's dynamic. For the Browns, a successful training camp hinges on Watson's full participation and comfort in the new offense. It's crucial for him to get reps with Cooper and Judy, especially since they missed some offseason workouts together. Alright, now I want to talk a little more in depth about the offensive line, which just hasn't been able to stay healthy. Jedrick Wills is expected to start at left tackle. He had 8 starts in 2000. Jack Conklin is a top-tier right tackle when healthy. However, he has struggled with injuries recently, only making 1 start in 2023. His health and role will be closely watched during training camp. DeJuan Jones had an impressive rookie season in 2023, starting in 9 games. His size and length make him a formidable pass protector, and there's potential for Jones to take over as the starting right tackle or even move to left tackle if Wills underperforms. Next, Joel Bitonio remains one of the best. Starting guys could just stay healthy, they would be the best offensive line in the league. Now to switch over to the defensive side of things, the Browns are gearing up for 2024 training camp with a main focus on their defense, which is expected to be a cornerstone of their success. They have made significant investments into their defensive line, which is expected to be one of the strongest units in the league. They are of course still led by Myles Garrett, who is not only the most dominant pass rusher in the league, but also a leader on the field. Alongside Garrett, the Browns will rely on Zadarius Smith, who adds experience and versatility and was a pretty big part of the success last year. The interior of the line will be bolstered by Dalvin Tomlinson and Jordan Elliott, who are crucial for stopping the run and providing pressure up the middle, which at times was a weak spot in years past. Here's what some of the media has to say about Myles Garrett and the defensive line.
Look, as the year went on, they were banged up a little bit, and I believe the loss of Grant Delpit hurt this team. So now with him healthy and Juan Thornhill on the back end, J.O.K. is an absolute star at the linebacker position, and obviously we all know who Myles Garrett is and who he became under Jim Schwartz.
The linebacker core is another area of strength, and Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah is expected to take on a significant role, showcasing his speed and coverage skill. He will be complemented by Anthony Walker, who brings a lot of leadership and experience. defense. I really think the depth at this position is promising, with players like Tony Fields pushing for playing time and also contributing on special teams. The secondary has undergone some changes, but it still remains a focal point. Denzel Ward is of course a key player who is ranked as one of the top corners in the league. He will be joined by Greg Newsome and Martin Emerson Jr., both of whom have shown potential as very reliable corners, especially Emerson, who is emerging as one of the top corners in the game. The safety position will feature Grant Delpit and Juan Thornhill, who are both capable of making impactful plays in coverage and run support. So yeah, as training camp begins, the Browns are placing high expectations on their defense. The coaching staff will really focus on integrating new players and refining their schemes. The recent addition of some new players and the return of vets will be critical as they prepare for the season. The defense is expected to be aggressive with a strong emphasis on creating turnovers and applying pressure on opposing quarterbacks. Overall, the Cleveland Browns 2024 defense is poised to be a formidable unit with a blend of talent, experience, and depth that could make them one of the top defenses in the NFL. As training camp progresses, the team will look to solidify their roster and build chemistry among the players to ensure they are ready for the challenges ahead. Overall, I think the Browns are in for a wild ride in 2024, and I think they have all the chips on the table. I mean, I hate to say it, but the Super Bowl window is starting to close as the offensive line gets older and guys like Myles Garrett, Ward, and many others start to approach their late 20s. I think the Browns are just as talented as anyone, so this season is going to come down to coaching and maybe just catching a few breaks with the injury bug and having the ball bounce their way a few times, unlike years past. But let me know in the comments below what you think about this team. Thank you all so much if you made it to this point, and if you enjoyed and haven't yet, please be sure to drop a like and subscribe, because your support really does mean the world. And also, let me know what you would like to see next, and until then, I will see you all later.